I feel like as women, we are on this lifelong mission to find fabulous makeup products, and there's so many options out there. We need it to make us look good. We need it to not break the bank. We need it to have fabulous consistency, not break out our skin. Like, there's so many factors that go into that. And I'm so happy that I found Shine Makeup earlier this year because it gives me all the things that I need. It doesn't break the bank. The consistency is my favorite out of any makeup that I've ever tried. The people behind Shine Makeup are absolutely amazing, but I will say the best part about Shine Makeup is I know that everybody that I share it with is going to love it just as much as I do.
Hi friends, welcome to another session for the I Am Mom Summit. I am so glad that you are joining me today. I'm Crystal Paine, founder of MoneySavingMom.com, and you probably guessed it, we're going to be talking about saving money. In fact, I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you can cut your grocery bill by $50 this very week. We're going to make it super actionable, and whether you have figured out lots of ways to save money or you are just overwhelmed by your grocery bill and you're like, I don't even know where to start, I am here to help you. But before we dive into that, let me introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Crystal Paine and I am known online as Money Saving Mom. I have the website MoneySavingMom.com where I've been blogging since 2007. That was like back in the dark ages of blogging. That was before social media. And I also am on Instagram as The Money Saving Mom and on all other social media platforms as Money Saving Mom. So I am so excited to get to share with you some practical ways that I have learned to save money. I have 3 kids. They are 14, 11, and 9. My husband, when he was in law school, when we were first married, we had set this audacious goal that we were going to go through law school and we were going to stay out of debt. And because of that, I learned a lot of really creative ways to maximize the mileage of your money. And then, because so many people started asking me, how are you living on a $30 per week grocery budget? I started sharing these principles on a blog that ended up turning into MoneySavingMom.com that is now our family's full-time income, and I get the privilege and honor of getting to help women all over the world save money and cut their grocery bill so that they can give more, so that they can get out of debt, so that they can do really cool things like be able to adopt or give money to causes that they believe in, or just be able to change their family tree. So today, let's talk about some really basic beginner stuff, but maybe this is stuff that you just need to be reminded of or stuff that you need to be encouraged to get started doing. So we talk about 10 ways to cut your grocery bill by $50, and I want to define what I mean by that. So each of these ways aren't necessarily going to cut your grocery bill by $50 because that would mean that you are spending over $500 a week on your grocery bill. And maybe you are, and if you are, please know there is no shame in that. And the good news is that there's a ton of room for you to grow, a ton of room for you to learn, and a ton of areas that you can shave off money from your grocery bill so that you can have more wiggle room in your budget. Now, these are things that if you do all 10 of them, they're for sure going to probably cut your grocery bill, each of them, by $5 per week, which adds up to $50. But they might cut your grocery bill significantly more than that. So let's dive right in and talk about the first one. So number 1, use what you have on hand. I can't tell you how many times that I talk to people and they're like, where do I even start? Well, start with what you have. I love the quote by Teddy Roosevelt that says, do what you can with what you got where you are. So what do you have where you are? When I plan my grocery budget, when I plan my menu, I am looking at what we already have on hand, what we have in our pantry, what we have in our freezer, what we have in our fridge, and I am starting with that as the basis for what we are going to eat that week. I know lots of people that they challenge themselves to eat from the pantry, and they will discover that what they already have on hand is pretty much enough to feed their family for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. So start with what you have. Look through your cupboard, look through your freezer, look through your fridge. What do you already have on hand? Take note of that and try to incorporate that into your menu plan for that week. There are some sites that I love that can help you with this: RecipeMatcher.com, Supercook.com, MyFridgeFood.com. They will help you to take what you already have and turn it into some great, yummy, delicious meals. So use what you have. Number 2, look at your grocery flyers online. Most all stores, if they aren't just a little tiny mom and pop store, are gonna have a website and they're gonna have their store flyer online. The beauty of this is that it's gonna tell you what the best deals are in store that week. So you go to your store's website, or maybe they send you the flyer in the mail, and you're gonna look on the first page. The first page is what we call the loss leaders. These are things that the store is basically advertising at a loss to themselves because they want to get you in the door. Because they know that when they get you in the door, you're gonna load up your cart on a lot of things that they're gonna make good money on, so all they care about is getting you in the door. But here's the deal. You don't have to buy all those extra things that cost a lot of money. You can do what I do, and you can plan your menu based upon what you have on hand, what's on sale at the store, and what is marked down if you have a store that offers great markdowns. So look at your flyer online to see what is on the home page of that flyer, and see if there are things on that homepage that are great deals and that you would regularly use. And if so, then I want you to buy as many as you can that you know that you will use up, or that you can freeze, that you can fit in your grocery budget. And don't neglect to look through the full flyer. This can just give you some ideas. Sometimes in the middle of the flyer, there will be a great deal on something, and I'm like, that's 50% off the regular price, and that's something that we use every single week. So number 2, look at your grocery store flyers online. Number 3, only buy produce that is on sale. I talk to so many people who say, there's no way that we can cut our grocery bill because we spend so much money on produce. That's fantastic. I'm so glad that you're eating so many fruits and vegetables, and I'm a big fan of that. But guess what? If you retrain the way that you think and the way that you approach shopping, and instead of just saying, well, we always buy strawberries and blueberries and limes and coconut and bananas and apples and pears and and you just start listing off the things of what we always buy, then you're gonna pay full price for most of those things. But if instead you change your mindset and you say, we're going to have the produce this week that is on sale, guess what happens? Different types of produce go on sale every week. So there's gonna be a season when strawberries are on sale and they're at a great price. And then there's gonna be a season when cantaloupe are on sale. Just last week, cantaloupe was on sale, 99 cents each. So guess what we ate a lot of this week? We ate a lot of cantaloupe. So I'm always looking for what is on the best sale. And then if your store offers markdowns on produce, look at that as well. So only buy what's on sale and have that be your produce. Now, yes, that means that you're gonna eat a lot of 1 or 2 or 3 kinds of produce, but you're not gonna have that every week because, like I said, it's seasonal. So what is on sale is gonna change. And so you're gonna work through lots of different types of produce over the course of a year. You're gonna be eating many different kinds, but you're gonna be paying a whole lot less because you're only eating the produce that is on sale. I also love the thing about this is that it means you're typically eating what is more in season, so it's gonna be better and fresher because it is in season. Number 4, print some coupons. Now, before you say, forget it, I'm out of here, I don't wanna do coupons, let me challenge your thinking that I'm not saying that you need to have a whole big honking coupon box that has a whole bunch of different categories in it, or you need to have one of those big binders and you need to be the coupon queen. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that print coupons for what you're already planning to buy. On MoneySavingMom.com, we have a coupon database. You can find it right at the top in the header where it says coupons. You just click on that, and this is a database that you can search based upon what you're already planning to buy. So if you're already planning to buy bread, go search and see if there's a coupon for bread. Go search by brand of what you're already planning to buy. Look at your grocery list, see if there are any coupons. Take a few minutes to do this, and very likely you're gonna save $5. If you wanna take it a step further, you could find a blogger who is covering your local grocery store. I shop at Kroger, so I love KrogerCrazy.com, and that's crazy with a K, KrogerCrazy.com. And she does such a great job of covering all the deals at Kroger. Now, a lot of the deals she posts, I'm not gonna buy because that's not a good deal for me. But almost every day, there's a great deal on there that's either with a printable coupon or a digital coupon that is a great deal for me. I think just 2 days ago, it was like, there was Tylenol for 19 cents. It was a Kroger version of ibuprofen, but you get what I'm saying. I call it Tylenol. It's kind of like I call tissues Kleenexes. But anyway, that was neither here nor there. So 19 cents. I'm gonna buy it when it's 19 cents and I could buy up to 5. So I'm gonna stock up. So then for the next 2 years, I don't have to buy any ibuprofen because I got it for 19 cents. And this is how I do most all of my grocery shopping. I'm buying ahead when it's on a great sale. And so by printing those coupons, by paying attention to a blogger who's covering the deals at my local store, I'm able to have a heads up on what's on sale, and then I'm able to be able to stock up on that sale. Number 5, ditch breakfast in a box. Now I'll make the caveat, if you find a great sale on cereal, like recently I found the big, huge family-size boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios for $1.99. It was a Kroger weekend sale. Then I stocked up and I bought 5 boxes, and we're gonna eat cereal from a box. Or if I get oatmeal packets for the box of oatmeal packets for 99 cents, Kroger often has that when it's a sale and a digital coupon. We're gonna eat breakfast from a box that week. But if cereal is not on sale, then we're gonna get creative. We're gonna have toast and eggs, or we're gonna have pancakes, or we're gonna have, fruit and yogurt, or we're gonna have oatmeal or muffins or whatever. So we're gonna come up with something creative and not just think cereal is what we eat every morning. I've trained my kids to learn that we eat whatever is on sale. And if it's not on sale, then we're creative with what we have. So ditch breakfast in a box, and you're gonna save a lot of money. Number 6, here's where I get a little resistance, and that is have 1 meatless dinner per week. I did not say go meatless, and I'm not asking you to do that, but if you will switch from having meat every single night to 1 meatless dinner a week, there's a good chance you're gonna save at least $5. I also want to challenge you, if you want to take the step further, do not see meat as the main thing of your meal. See it more as a condiment, something that you're going to sprinkle in soups, or sprinkle on top of salads, or sprinkle in a casserole. Something that is more of an add-on, not the main thing. You also could consider stretching your ground beef with lentils, or I like to make taco meat, and I like to put onions and tomatoes and beans in it to just stretch it a little bit further, and that's gonna save a little bit of money. Number 7, cook 2 things from scratch. Really look at the groceries that you're buying and say, is there anything that I am buying pre-made that I could cook from scratch instead? Typically, you're gonna spend a lot more if you're buying it pre-made. You're paying for the convenience, but if you have a little bit of time on the weekends that you could invest in cooking from scratch, it's gonna be healthier for you, and you're probably gonna save a lot of money. So number 7, cook 2 things from scratch. And this can also be a fun thing that you're like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself to learn, and I'm gonna challenge myself to try some new recipes, and we're gonna see. Maybe our family's gonna like it, maybe we're not, but we're gonna figure out some things that work. Number 8, have a leftovers night. Almost every single week, we have a night at our house that we call Fend for Yourself. And that is just clean out the fridge night. You can call it whatever you wanna call it, but it's a night where you're not making dinner, you're just using up what you already have. Don't throw out those leftovers, because it's gonna save you money to use them. And it's fun, kids love it. If it's like, you just put out all the different options and they get to make their own dinner. And it's easier for mom too, because guess what? You get the night off from cooking. So have a leftovers night. Number 9, save up your swag bucks. Now, if you follow me on MoneySavingMom.com, you have heard about swag bucks. These are bucks that you earn from swagbucks.com that you can then put toward gift cards, like Amazon gift cards. And it's pretty easy through doing some searches, through playing some games, through watching videos. It's quite easy to earn enough to, supplement your grocery budget. So maybe it's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of $20 to $30 per month. $20 to $30 per month can help you buy a little bit of wiggle room in your budget, and that's more than $5 per week, pretty much on average. And so if you take a little bit of time, you can watch the videos, you can have them playing while you're cooking dinner. You don't have to be watching them. They just have to be playing on your computer or on your device. You can be taking surveys or doing some of the other things that they have on your computer while you're watching a show at night. Just make it part of your routine and earn that $20 to $30 per month, if not more. You can earn a lot more if you refer people or you really get into it and invest time in it. But even just the $20 to $30 per month can help you out and can really provide a little bit of breathing room in your budget. And number 10, and this is probably one of the most important things, don't impulse buy. This is why I'm such a fan of having a grocery plan. So a menu plan that you know what you're supposed to be buying at the store, and that you have that grocery list, and then also that you have a budget. Because when you have a budget, it gives you freedom within boundaries. It is not this thing that's like, it's a stressful thing. It's actually freedom because this is what I have to spend. As long as I stay within that, it is not going to cause any stress in other areas of our budget. So I encourage you to have a grocery budget, but really then also when you're at the store, if you see a great deal or you see something you're like, I'm really hungry for that, step back and say, do I need this? Can I afford this? Was I planning to buy this? Is this in my grocery budget? Can I swap out something else I was planning to buy and buy this instead? Ask yourself good questions. Don't just impulse buy, because like I always say, if it's not a good deal for you, it's not a good deal. No matter how inexpensive it is, if you're not going to use it, if you don't have the money for it, it is not a good deal. And so there's my 10 ways to help you cut your grocery bill by $50 per week. I want to end by saying this, and it's really important, and I want you to hear me. Do not go out tomorrow and say, I am gonna shave my grocery bill by 50%. We are gonna get this thing in order. Because you know what's gonna happen? You are probably going to crash and burn, and I see it happen all the time. You get so gung-ho and you're all gusto and then you do all this crazy stuff and you spend all this time. And then within 6 weeks, you're like, I ain't got time for that. And so then you end up just spending more at the store because you're so exhausted from those 6 weeks of trying so hard and spending so much time and energy. What I want to challenge you to do instead is pick one thing of the 10 things that I have suggested here and say, I'm going to implement that this next month. I'm going to start tomorrow and we're going to implement that, and for the next 4 weeks we're going to focus on that. And I want you to challenge yourself to shave your grocery bill by 1 to 3% every single month. So once you've gotten that one thing, then you can add on another thing and then maybe another thing, but do it slowly, because this is what is going to equal success over time. And 1 to 3% of shaving your grocery bill over time adds up to a whole lot of savings, because if you shave off 1 to 3% this month, and then another 1 to 3% this month, and then another 1 to 3% this month, guess what? That's a lot of savings. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful, and I would love to connect with you online. Like I said, my site is moneysavingmom.com. You can head over there for all the best freebies and grocery deals and money-saving encouragement and inspiration. And then I'd love for you to follow me online at The Money Saving Mom on Instagram or Money Saving Mom on Facebook or Pinterest. Have a great day and happy savings.